Hey people, how you guys doing? You see, it's not good to conclude something from what you are hearing online. Sometimes it's good to hear from all the sides of the coin, or whatever you may call it. I want you to listen to the elder brother to P-Square Group, Mr. Jude Okoye, and let me have your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Okay?
Why are you calling EFCC on me to come and explain what Paul is doing with $100,000 in his account when you use your own to buy a Range Rover to engage your wife? Same day. The second one of $150,000 was on the middle of January 2014. You told me you wanted to buy a Bentley. I gave you $200,000. Paul said, I'm not buying a Bentley. Put $150,000 in my account and send me $50,000 to go to America to catch fun with. And now you are asking me to come to EFCC to come and explain why Paul has $150,000 in his account and you don't have yours. Paul has $150,000 in his account. You had a Bentley. The thing was so annoying, so frustrating that I am now the person that has to be explaining what your memorable times, periods are supposed to be for you. Am I supposed to be the one to remind you of when you engaged your wife with a Range Rover? That was when Paul had his money. The data is very clear there. Am I supposed to be the one to tell you that you bought a Bentley? You bought a Bentley, but not buy a Bentley. That's why Paul had $150,000 in his account. Now, I am now heading EFCC to come and be explaining that I'm giving Paul that amount, then I'll go behind and share it with Paul. Now, all those accusations now, when there's one again that he held very dear, very little amount, 25,700. That's why he got Jason Njoku involved or something. That there's when money got into our account, $25,700 and something $1,000, that me and Paul within 4 hours or whatever came and split the money in half. Yeah, it was true. I saw it and I was wondering, why would 25,000 something get into our account and me and Paul will share the money into two immediately? Then I was like, okay, let me go and investigate. And I went back and I checked, and lo and behold, there's an email that Peter wrote to Iroko, telling them that they should split the money into three and send him his own, because P-Square is having issues and he doesn't want the money to be put in our general account. Jason now wrote an email and saying, okay, gentlemen, after discussing individually with the three of you, this is how the money is going to be shared. Jude plus Paul, $25,750. Peter, $12,850. Peter's money was sent to him directly. Jude plus Paul's money was now sent to Northside Entertainment account, which he now saw in the account and picked it out and said, this is the evidence that Peter, Jude and Paul are sharing money behind his back. This happened in 2016. And EFCC is holding me, asking me, interrogating me on that to explain. What am I trying to say? Everything about this EFCC thing is just mind-boggling and crazy. Now let's go to the secret company. My people, the secret company is none other than Northside Music Entertainment. I signed Cynthia Morgan with Northside Music Entertainment. All Cynthia Morgan videos has Northside Inc. in it. How is it a secret company to Peter all of a sudden in 2024? No, I want to understand. How is Northside Music that has a CAC certificate registration since 2015? How is Northside Music that was registered, according to him, the address of the secret company was my wife's? That's how had to get my wife involved. It has to do with my wife's people's or my wife's home address. Please look at the address here. You can see what the address says. It's 178 Lola Holloway, Omole. Both my address, both my signature and Ife's signature says the same thing. Can you see that? Look at it. So why would it say Umokeke Ifeoma Chidinma 178 Lola Holloway, Jude Okoye Chidozie 178 Lola Holloway? This is the same Squareville. That's the address of Squareville, where the three of us, Peter, Paul, and Jude, lives. Well, rather, we were living then. That was the address that was used to open the secret company. Peter has to look for a way to make whatever that has to do with my account look fraudulent. I don't understand. CAC, every company registered in CAC is in public domain. This thing has been registered for 9 years. Cynthia Morgan was signed in October of 2013. Then I wasn't expecting to sign Cynthia Morgan. Like you people already know, the contract was prepared by Cynthia Morgan and her then manager, Joy. They came to my room suddenly begging, let us do this. So I did not have any company that I run with. I'm only running with Northside Entertainment, which was PSQUARE and me. I was like, okay, to make it a little formal, then I now used the letterhead of Northside Entertainment to print the first page of that agreement. But whatever write-up that is about the agreement is talking about Northside Music Inc. This was 2013. We're talking about 11 years ago. What is so secret about Northside Entertainment? Everybody in this entertainment circle knows about Northside Entertainment except Peter. He all of a sudden was shocked that he discovered a secret company called Northside Entertainment, Northside Music. So now my wife got entangled in it because obviously you cannot open a corporate account in Nigeria as a single entity in 2015. I don't know about now. So I had to get her inside as my second director, and that was how her name ended up in these documents. When I went to the EFCC, we had to go and sit with the EFCC boss, the three of us. And the man asked Peter, why are you bent on wanting to involve Jude's wife in this matter? We have investigated for 6 months. There is nowhere, there is no how, there is no means that we have found any connection that has to do with her. They just used her name as a second director in the company, in this company registration. She's not in the banking, she doesn't have access to the account, she doesn't have any security, she's not security to the account. Why do you always want to have her involved? I've told you several times to leave her out of this. And Peter's answer was, he has to get her involved because if the table was turned the other way around, we're going to involve his wife. That he should go and see what I was talking about his wife on social media. Please, I want to ask you people, I have 1 million naira to send to anybody that can go on Google and find any time I posted a tweet or Instagram or Facebook or wherever, any defamatory whatever on Peter's wife. Please, the first person to send that thing to me on my DM will win 1 million naira. I don't understand. Sometimes I keep saying it from that 2016 that Peter needs help. Peter needs prayer. It looks as if I'm making a jerk of him, but that's the fact. There is nothing I have not done, to a point that I have left PSQUARE for you for 8 years. I am not managing you, I am not directing for you, I'm not giving you any opinion, there is nothing. You are going your way, I'm going my way. I wish you guys well. When you guys came back in 2021, you called me, there's a video out, manager, I told you, oh, no, let's enjoy the euphoria for a day or two. We need to come together and find out when this is over what happened 4-5 years ago. He said, why do I need? I said, no, you cannot pause a brand like PSQUARE for 4-5 years. I just say no, nothing that happened, we don't come together. I said, no, if it's me that is faulty, tell me what I am doing wrong. If whoever that is, everybody should just come and vent and call. Apart from PSQUARE, that brotherhood should come together. You cannot just say no, it's okay, they said okay, we agreed. After a week, I noticed that nobody was calling me for the meeting. I decided to call for the meeting myself. I said, okay, let everybody come together. Can we have this meeting? First thing that Peter Peter brought it out from his mouth was, I beg, we know you, I beg. Me and Paul don't say let bygone be bygone. That was his word. Me and Paul don't say let bygone be bygone. I was like, was it just Paul that was involved in this thing? Why can't we sit down? Even if it means bringing the wives too, let all of us as family sit down and fashion this thing out. Something strange happened that made this brand to go incommunicado for 5-6 years. No, 4.5, 5 years. It needs to be explained. If not, it's going to happen again. And Paul was like, no, Jude, if you said let bygone, let's look for how to just, I let it go. I don't want to push it further because everybody was still enjoying the further of their back. I just let it go. Then we started talking about how to start the new managing of P Square, the new ideas, and how to bring the brand back. I was trying to open an account that will have the three of us alert a new account because the old one was been dormant for long. Only for my phone to ring, Paul called me. I said, where was I? I said, I'm in my parlor, I'm signing. He said, no, leave that way, they try open. Just come for my house. I said, okay, what's the problem? He said, just come. I said, okay, give me 2 minutes, let me finish filling this form. He said, dude, that way they feel, if you don't need them, just they come. I was like, I don't understand. Can't you give me 2 minutes now? Peter now picked the phone and said, Jude, that way they feel, no need, you know, be saying you don't feel them, you don't need them, just they come. The thing is, the paper is still here with me. I just told the guy that, you know what, when I finish filling the form, I'll call you to come and collect it. I have an urgent meeting to attend to. I went to Paul's house. Peter was seated, Paul was seated. I sat down. Then Peter was like, they have had a meeting yesterday and said that they are not going to need me for the P Square moving forward. I was like, why? He said, because that is the condition he gave Paul if they are going to come back as P Square, that Jude is not going to get involved. And for you people that are saying that Paul is always siding Jude, Paul sided with Peter and got me kicked out of P Square. This thing happened early December 2021. Early December 20, I can't remember the date exactly. Does that one look like somebody that is siding with Jude? Does Paul look like somebody that is siding with Jude? But that's just by the way. So I said, okay, no problem. Paul, you have done Rude Boy for almost 5 years now. I gave you all the support. I gave you all the assistance that you needed. I even edited all your videos, if not all, most of your videos, for free. Did you ever pay me? No. Have you ever paid any show that you got as Rude Boy and you paid me anything? He said no. I gave you all the assistance. He said for that 4 or 5 years, even though nobody knew what I was doing for a living. He said it. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to extend the same gesture to P Square right now. You guys can take your decisions. You don't want me to have anything to do with P Square. Take your decision yourself, run your things. But if you need any help, I'm always available. Let's do that way. I left them. No hard feelings. P Square, no P Square. We still have to keep the brotherhood. And when I went to Abuja a week later, at the poolside of the hotel that we were staying, were like 5 of us that came from Lagos. Then some few Gobolada people, Abuja people that they have known from school days and everything. They were like 14, 15 of them, including us. I was just sitting drinking with Paul and some other people. Then Peter walked up to me and was like, he wants to seek my opinion on something. That what do I think? What do I would think if we go invite Mehdi for the show where they want to do by that December, their only first show in December? What is my opinion? I said, invite Mehdi. I said, no. Why do you want to invite Mehdi? He said, because people go feel that the people don't that P Square and Mehdi know they in good time, but if you bring them as a surprise, it go wow the fans. I say yes. I don't say go wow the fans, a normal thing. But has Mehdi reached out to you? Has he apologized? Has he made up with you after all the things he said about you on social media? I was like, no. If Mehdi don't make up with him, I said, okay, if Mehdi has made up with you, has he made up with Paul? Has he made up with me? Peter exploded. What does it concern me? What does it do? Fuck if Mehdi makes up with me. All he does is to show Paul. Don't worry. Go entire Lagos. I go invite Mehdi. Come, make him come apologize to you. Once apologize, that's all. Fuck off. We don't need you. I was like, What have I said now that is wrong? What have I said now that is sparking this rage? You asked me a question, an opinion, and I gave it. Why am I getting backlashed now? As in, what is the meaning of this? I stood up, Shehu, boss manager, and 20 stopped me. I was like, Jude, no. Like, I said, I'm not angry. I just want to go and cool off. I can't stay here. He was screaming that I should be grateful that it is because of him and Paul coming together that I am here. I didn't understand what that statement meant. That I should be grateful that because they came together as P-Square again, I now found myself in Abuja. As in, I cannot come to Abuja. I've never been to Abuja. I don't understand what that statement meant. That was what I heard last night. I heard when I was leaving, and I left. I went to my room. I slept. I woke up the next day. I told myself, even the assistant that I was trying to render or give to them for free, I think I should just withdraw it and just move my I should not be interested in anything P-Square. And that was how it has been. Anytime that they release any video, the way people are seeing the video or the new song on telly is the same way I'm seeing it. I never got involved in anything P-Square, ever, until EFCC invited me 2.5 years later. Now everybody keeps saying, Jude, go and settle your brothers. You are the elder one. You're the elder one. Yes, I am the elder one, but I am not the first son. We have 2 elder ones. I have 2 elder brothers. I keep saying this, but that doesn't excuse the fact that I am their elder brother. But please, somebody that doesn't regard you, respect you as an elder one, how do you tell that person? How do you put that person in order, so to speak? No, I want you 2 people to help me. What do you think I'm not doing right? Go and settle your brothers. If a referee becomes a target of 2 boxers that you're supposed to referee on, how does it settle the fight? I've not had anything to do with P-Square for the past 8 years. I don't know what people are expecting of me. I tried to move on with my life. These people are not babies. These people are 45 years old this year. These people are going to be 45 this November. They are not babies. These people they have children that are teenagers, for crying out loud. If they are in America, they will be grandfathers now. Why is it that Peter always finds a way to put blames on me when anything goes wrong with him? Because he has already have that impression that, the people always call Jude the elder one. Go and settle your brothers. Go and put your family in order. What do you mean go and put your family in order? My family is in order. Let them put their family in order. If they are doing business together, let them put it in order. I have tried to the point that I sacrificed myself. I mentioned this thing when I was doing with Tunde Not. I have practically done everything possible. What is expected of me now? No, you two tell me, what do you want me to do? You have to look for a way to go and twist the EFCC situation to make it look fraudulent. The address he was talking about, if my wife having their people's address, was the address of the account opener. The accountant that opened the account address, he went and picked account opener. They opened an account with their address and now came out and said the Ajayi Coca Street or whatever in Yaba is my wife's home address. My wife has never lived on the island. She came from Warri to Jakonde. From Jakonde, me and met, and the rest is history. How did you see an address and just concluded that it's my wife's home address? If not that you are looking for a way to just put that thing out there, that these people are fraudulent. Nosa Entertainment has been existing for 11 years. It became a shocker for you seeing it after 11 years. So Morgan was signed on Nosa Entertainment since 11 years. It's like me coming out to say P Classic is a shocker for me. I'm just seeing it. It's a secret company. Or me come and say Woodball Record is a surprise, it's a secret company because I don't have any affiliation to do with it. Your P Classic, it doesn't have any affiliation with me. Everybody has their own separate company that they run aside P Square. I also have mine. So what is the problem? I wanted to keep silent and wait for the EFCC case to finish. But I was like, if the EFCC case finishes and you come and make a comment, it look as if, oh, because you don't free yourself or because the thing don't end, I don't get my say. No, I think it's time to come and say something. I think I need to come and put this thing right. So, I stopped at the elder brothers. Okay. What is this? This APC man that mentioned, I saw it online, that talked about us, if we have elders in our family, if we have people in our family, the elders, the Igwes and co, family members. I'm not going to lie to you. Paul kind of attacked him, but I beg to differ for what Paul did. The man was right. Yes, we have elders, we have family members, we have Igwes, we have elderly people, so to speak. But the question is, how come none of them don't make any impute? They have. Our Igwe of our village have. Prominent members have. Our cousins and aunties, all of them, uncles, all of them have. Peter doesn't listen to anybody. See, I'm not trying to put Peter down. I'm not trying to make him look bad. I'm not trying to say I'm a saint. I'm just trying to say there is nothing humanly possible that people, not just me now, people have not done. Emekofo, Letifa Yuba, Dantata, name them, prominent men, governors, ministers, everybody. Once they hear from him, they hear from me, they hear from Peter, and they're making a final submission, and the submission is not going towards Peter's favor, it will explode and walk out. Steady, steady, steady. They got tired and they forgot about it. I also got tired and I forgot about it and moved on. Why am I still always involved? I don't understand. 8 years, for 8 good years, I have not had anything to do with P Square. For 8 years. I have survived outside P Square for 8 years. Now, that is the biggest problem. If Peter is complaining that he doesn't get his ideas contribution in the P Square brand, that what they are going to do now is that if they are going to be doing everything 50-50, like for instance now they said they wanted to have an album or whatever, somebody wants to get their album for 10 tracks, he said okay, you will bring half of the album, I'll bring half of the album, you will be in charge of your 5 songs, I'll be in charge of my 5 songs, you promote your 5 songs, I'll promote my 5 songs. If you want to shoot the video, you have an idea of the video, instead of conflicting with mine, shoot it with your own, in your own 5 songs, I'll shoot mine in my own 5 songs. But to have that union of P Square, I'll have my songs come to you and say, okay, Peter, come and feature in 2, 3, 4, or 5 of my tracks. Do the same thing. Let's have that union, so that we can be able to protect that P Square sound, that texture that people already fell in love with P Square, so we can still maintain it. But Peter rejected that idea. That was what brought the argument. I was like, that's a good idea, by the way, because this idea now will mean that there will be no more conflict. If I'm disrespecting you in the studios, this time around we don't need to be in the studio together. If I'm disrespecting your ideas of a song, this time around put the ideas in your own song. If I'm disrespecting your ideas to shoot, how we're going to shoot a video, who to feature in a song, and I decide to say, oh, let's go and feature Usher. You say no, you want to feature whoever. Go on, whoever you want, use your money, bring the person, feature the person. At the end of the day, that your first song, register it, copyright it as your own. I'll do likewise to my own. If the song when na my own na him blow, or your own na him blow, whichever one will blow, when they call us for PSQUARE, we will climb stage together, we will perform finish, we will collect our money, we will split them 50-50. But when it comes to royalties, streaming, whatever, the one they come for your name of your own songs, then go to you. The one they come to my own, make it come to me. That was exactly what he proposed, and Peter wasn't in agreement with that. That was what caused their fight. I was like, okay, if he doesn't agree with that, let him tell you. That was my advice to Paul. Let him tell you how he wants it to be. Then you guys can like come towards the middle. Paul was like, no way. That he cannot stand anymore when a song that he does alone, sang alone, him and Peter will can't get problem. Peter will carry that same song where they perform as a solo artist. That Peter did the same thing in Bankalat, and I agree with him, because I was there. Bankalat was Paul's first Rude Boy solo song debut, so to speak. He spoke to Clarence and shot some part of the video before Peter came back in 2016. So by then Clarence was like, PSQUARE was better, PSQUARE is better, PSQUARE is better. You know what, I don't mind, I'll shoot this video continuously without adding any money for you guys. I would read the other one, make the wait Paul and settle finish more, and I can't do the video. And that's how Peter got involved in the video. So a year or so down the line, they had issues again. That same period, Peter went on stage as a solo act and was performing the song while Paul was seated at home with me. So he was like, he felt bad about that, the only solution for that not to happen again, if I register my own song, register your own songs, but it's called PSQUARE together, when you go solo, you go respect my boundaries, carry your own song, go they perform, make I carry my own, they go perform. No be saying when I go down super finish, do song finish, we carry and call am PSQUARE, you break PSQUARE again, carry and go they perform. I was like, that's a good idea, but still ask him to give you a suggestion of what he wants. That was the last I heard from them until EFCC invited us. So I'm trying to make people give people that background, that I did not have any contribution for PSQUARE. I did not have any communication for PSQUARE. I did not have any interaction with PSQUARE. I did not have anything to do with PSQUARE whatsoever for 8 years. But guess what? Anytime they have issues, I will be the forefront person that they will put in front. Okay, some of you are saying, why are you always siding one person? Why are you always siding one person? I just gave you an instance now that Paul sided with Peter to get me kicked out of PSQUARE, ending of 2021. I have something I'm going to post later for you people to see on Monday. I have a lot of things I'm going to post, but I can't be able to do it. I wanted to be doing it here, but for the time being, not to waste you people's time or bore people's time, I can't be able to do it now. I'll post everything on Monday. They had to go and do to whom it may consign whatever, and send it to people that are sharing our royalties, to undermine my authority and remove me from catalog. Meaning, okay, you have removed me from PSQUARE, now you want to remove the only legacy I have to show that I was once a part of PSQUARE. Paul signed it, Peter signed it, the two manager MM and Shehu signed it. I have it with me here. I'm just trying to make you understand that. Why are you always saying I'm siding with Paul? Paul is siding with me? No. That is the game that Peter knows that you people are always falling into. So he will keep doing it as far as if he just come and say you are siding, making Paul a weak person. You are siding with Paul. Okay, what does it mean by you are siding with Paul is always siding with Jude, knowing fully that Jude wants to oppress me? For crying out loud. How me could take oppress Peter? If they put Peter here now, put me here now, babe go follow me, leave Peter. No, let's be realistic. I no be superstar, I no be artist, I don't get for poster, I don't get followership for social media. What is that thing that will make that I will ever use to oppress Peter in this life? That Peter will come and say, Paul is siding with me, knowing fully well that me want to oppress him. Peter, how? Peter, I don't drive Bentley, I never drive Bentley for my life. You carry Range Rover and engage your girlfriend. I don't even that GLE of 2012 my wife still drive to today. How I take oppress you? No, how? There has to be a way to bring Paul, connect her with Jude, and everything will fall into places. It has been like that for the past 10 years. It hasn't changed. They say a man does what works. Once something works, a man is tend to repeat it again. That has always been the pattern till date. Even after 8 years of having nothing to do with P Square, that pattern is still working. Because there's that emotional sentiment. Go and settle with your brothers. Why are you only siding one person? Go and settle with your brothers. 45-year-old men. They all have gray hair now. And they dye my hair. They wait for their turn to dye their hair. What am I supposed to do to have my peace? Dude, leave P Square alone. Leave P Square. Stop managing them. I've left them for 8 years now. Now it's go and settle them. Go and settle them. They don't want to go and settle them. Go and settle them. If I enter settle them, they will carry the whole problem. Put for my head. They told me, don't ever put your opinion. Don't ever contribute to this thing. We don't want to have anything to do with you in P Square. I've left them. Tell me, what else am I supposed to do to find my peace? Even if I come up from here now, go to live for Iceland, Peter will still talk, say, Paul dey side with me, so that the backlash will come again. Okay, now let's go. The issue of I think I finished the issue of EFCC. So the EFCC investigation is still on. So I was able to get my petition in place against P Square, because that's the only way I can defend myself. If they were all busy focused on my account to see what Peter alleged I was having as P Square royalty, I couldn't get them to focus on their account to see the evidence that what I am having, they are also having their own share. So I have to go and put in a petition so that they can now have authorization from me officially to look into their accounts, so that they can bring everything that has to do with P Square process. They go put them for the table. They go see what everybody gets in. Look that they get back their accounts. So basically, that is what my petition was all about, and that is, I believe, what the investigation is on. The EFCC are doing a very good job. They are very thorough, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. If you are in trouble, if you do anything illegal, and EFCC put their touchlight on you, no go feel, don't go anywhere. Those people are very, very thorough. They may tell me where I changed money 16, 17 years ago. I don't remember. I don't even know people I even send the money to. So now, what is giving me a heartache mostly about this EFCC stuff was Peter never, not once, came to me and say, brother, please, I'm having some issues with this money thing. I saw this money going to your account, or I saw this thing. How did he see the money going to my account? He never came to me. In December, end of December, I remember the picture I took with my son that I posted. End of December to early January, I saw him. He walked into my compound when I was going out with my son. When I was going to the compound to play with my son, he was like, hey, how are you? Uncle Papa is here. He played with my son and everything. He now asked me for a hand tool that I had. I told my boy to get it for him, and he now left. Only for me to 2 months later to be invited by the EFCC. And when I saw the petition, my heart skipped a bit. I was like, oh my God, this guy came to my compound to come and play with my son, knowing fully well he just wrote and submitted a petition against me. I I couldn't put that together. I almost lost my mind. Wait, you were just playing with my son 2 months ago, and looking at your petition and the date, it was very obvious you have already submitted a petition against me, and you came and put up a face. You smiled with me and you played with my son, and you borrowed my tool from me and left. I can't get that out of my mind. It's hard. It's so hard. I can't. It's hard. Not that I don't want to. I've tried so much to see if I can forget that. It's just not leaving my head. You said I was taking money that I am entitled to. You get your royalty when it's due, you share into 3. Paul gets his own, he shares into 3. I get my own, I share into 3. P-Square had issues, you stopped sharing. I told Paul, stop sharing too. Let everybody keep what they get. And it has been like that for over 4.5 years. P-Square came back together. I did the noble thing. I brought it back to the fold again. Everybody continued sharing again. But till date, 2.5 years later, after they came back, Paul is still not sharing, Peter is still not sharing. They get it, they keep it to themselves. I said, no problem, let me move on with my life. I still ended up in the FCC. Because once you mention Jude and mention P-Square inside it, the person to carry the blame is already available.